Couple of tips for removing the carburetors on a Nighthawk 750. The first thing you need to do is remove the battery, which is on the other side. It's just 3 screws and then the battery cables. And the reason that you want to do that is because we need to loosen the airbox completely and to move it back as far as we can. The airbox is retained by the top screw, left-hand side screw, and the right-hand side screw. Keep in mind that all these 3 screws I just mentioned, the left-hand side, the top, and the right-hand side, they're different type screws, don't mix them up. So once that's done, the airbox is gonna be somewhat loose, and what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to separate the airbox boots from the carburetors. Just use a plastic pry bar like so. And, well, of course, loosen the clamps first, right? And then you can separate the carbs and the airbox to give it some room. And once that's done, what you have to do is you have to pull the carbs out of these boots, the intake boots here. And these boots are really, really stiff. I was unable to rotate the carbs by hand. I mean, now the carbs are out, so it's very easy to do. But there's, I tried everything that I could think of, twisting out, twisting down, pulling back. I couldn't move them at all. And the solution is using a brake spreader, and the way I did that is by putting a little block of wood against the cylinder here, and then the carburetor has so this is the left-hand side of the motorcycle. The carburetor has a metal bracket. You just use this and turn the handle, and it just pushes the carburetor out. Now it might kind of also rotate it up, and then you're going to have to go up here and do the same thing here. So again, you're pushing against the cylinder head and then the top of the carburetor. On the other side, you can do that on the top, but there's no access on the bottom. But by the time the left side is out and the top side is pushed out, you will be able to loosen the carbs by hand.